It would be better if it works, then I would be on a bike now. But
yeah, it doesn't seem to work. Maybe we have to find another station.
It's been a rough road so far for New York City's ambitious bike share program.
We have basically imported Europe's most boring idea.
The program started 2 weeks ago with the installation of 6,000 shiny blue bikes across more than 300 stations in New York City. But on Wednesday, a multi-bike trip from Brooklyn into Midtown Manhattan, with several stops at stations along the way, revealed some of the problems that have bedeviled riders and led to a flurry of complaints about a system some say was not ready for prime time.
It's been my experience 40%, 50%, sometimes on bad days, don't report that the bike has been returned or I can't get a bike out.
And it's just not taking my card. Before I had no problem at all, and I've been using it all around in Brooklyn. And yeah, it looks like I'll have to go to another station.
Just across the Brooklyn Bridge at City Hall, one of the city's bike fixers was busy resetting the entire rack. Although almost every bike was fine, someone had pushed every button, signaling the need for repair.
I mean, I don't know if it was malicious. It could have been.
Soon after, the station's first customer arrived.
We're from Sweden, and we arrived here last Saturday, and we're going to be here for a week. We think taking a bike for a tour is really nice.
But things didn't go as hoped.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work. Maybe we have to find another station.
Just up the street at Hudson and Reed, bike share users were greeted with a blank screen. The entire station, it seemed, was without power. The bike share iPhone app directed users to this same station, suggesting everything was just fine. Of course, despite these problems, the system seemed to work fine for many.
But it was flawless. I loved it.
It's been acceptable for me. I haven't had any problems with bad kiosks or those sorts of things so far.
Others just found it confusing.
Did it give me the code for the bike that I'm supposed to get? Or did it give me the code that I have to enter somewhere? Or do I dip my card?
So far, the city says that more than 170,000 trips have been taken, with annual memberships surpassing 36,000.
I look at this as a big quality of life enhancer, yeah.
The biggest problem encountered on this day was at Grand Central Station, one of the system's largest, which was entirely shut down.
And I've had 2 trips already where I was charged 45 hours because I thought it had taken, and then someone took it out and drove it around for 2 days. They cleared the charge, but it's crazy. All these stations are down.
The bike share program is clearly going through growing pains, and city officials who would not go on camera said in an emailed statement that this was an adjustment period. New Yorkers, for the most part, seem enthusiastic, and while not always the most patient people in the world, seem willing for now to give the program a chance.
I don't want it to think like this is a terrible program. It's the best thing I think that's happened to the city, and I've been living here for 30 years.
This is Eric Olson reporting for the New York Times.